Have you ever said yes when your whole body was screaming no? If you feel drained, overwhelmed, or resentful, it's probably not because you're doing too much. It's because your boundaries are too loose. Today, I'm going to show you how to set boundaries without feeling guilt, without over explaining, and without feeling like a bad person. Because don't we all sometimes maybe feel bad because we set a boundary? But no, that's self preservation, child. Yes. But, anyways, boundaries are not walls. What boundaries actually are, they are instructions for how other people are allowed to treat you. Here's the truth most people don't tell you. People don't cross boundaries because they're evil. They cross boundaries because none were clearly set. Setting boundaries isn't selfish, it's self-respect and self-preservation. Don't forget that one. Why people struggle with boundaries? Most of us struggle with boundaries for 3 reasons. We were taught that being nice matters more than being honest, but honesty is the best policy. Don't forget that. We fear disappointing people, but we end up disappointing ourselves because we're not respecting our own space and energy and time and effort. We think explaining ourselves will make it easier. A lot of time, no, it doesn't. I mean, people, know kind of, they be knowing what they're doing. They know that they're kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But you got to be able to say no. You know what I'm saying? But the more you over explain, the more people feel entitled to negotiate your limits. Yep, this is why you say no or you just automatically leave. And you don't need permission to protect your peace. Yeah, anytime something disrupts your peace, you can shut it down right then and there. Decide your non-negotiables. So before you tell anyone else your boundaries, you have to be clear with yourself. What drains me every time? What makes me feel resentful? What do I tolerate that I secretly hate? Your boundary is already there, and you've just been ignoring it. Clearly, clarity comes before confidence. Say it simply, no explaining. Strong boundaries are short and calm. Here are examples. I'm not available for that. That doesn't work for me. I need to think about it and get back to you. I'm no longer doing that. Notice what's missing. No apology, no long story, and no justification. Silence after a boundary is powerful. Let it be uncomfortable. Expect pushback. It's normal. Here's something important. When you set a boundary, people who benefit from your lack of boundaries will be uncomfortable. But who cares? you know, this doesn't mean you're wrong. It means the dynamic is changing. Pushback is not a sign to explain more, it's a sign to repeat the boundary. Calm repetition builds respect. Enforce, don't argue. A boundary without enforcement is just a suggestion. If someone keeps crossing it, reduce access, stop engaging, and follow through with consequences. You teach people how to treat you. This is the most important thing. You can't allow somebody to treat you one way and never set the boundary or never say no and think they're just going to automatically read your mind. You have to tell them. You have to at least act or move. Say no or move away or distance yourself or never speak to them again. It's really up to you though. And here we come to the closing. The moment you stop abandoning yourself, everything changes. You'll lose people who only like the version of you with no limits. But you'll gain peace, clarity, and self-respect. And that's worth more than approval. Always. Because self-validation, self-preservation over here is all that we need, and self-respect. So yeah. And if this helped you, like this video, subscribe, and comment boundaries below. Because we are not allowing people to drain us of our energy anymore. No wonder we end up like being, you're confused because you don't set boundaries. You know what I'm saying? You say yes when you really meant no. You don't take time for yourself, neglecting yourself or not putting yourself first. We are changing that whole dynamic, and we're gonna do better. Love yourself, set boundaries, say no, say I'm not interested, say all that, and protect your energy always. I love y'all.